everyone, in this video we're going to talk about factoring the greatest common factor. Greatest common factor, a lot of the times we just use GCF. Greatest common factor means the largest number that other numbers have in common. And we're going to factor or divide out. So factors kind of means divide. And the GCF stands for the greatest common factor. So for number one, we have a binomial. We have two terms here, 8 and then 6x to the fourth power. 8 and 6 are really all I'm going to look at here, the constant and the coefficient. They're both divisible by 1 and by 2. 2 is the greater number. So I'm going to factor out or divide out a 2, and that'll stay up front of a parenthesis. 8 divided by 2 is 4, so I have 4 left, plus 6 divided by 2 is 3, and I'll keep my x to the fourth power there as well. So we just factored out the greatest common factor. Number 2, I have a trinomial. I have 3 terms here, 5x squared, negative 40x, and positive 10. 5, negative 40, and 10 are all divisible by 1 and by 5. So I'm going to factor out a 5 and think about it like division. 5x squared divided by 5 is x squared, or 1x squared. Negative 40 divided by 5 is negative 8x. Positive 10 divided by 5 is a positive 2. Number 3, we have another binomial, 4x to the 9th power plus 12x. 4 and 12 are both divisible by 4, and then x to the 9th and x also have an x in common. So we're going to pull out a 4, or factor out a 4, and also an x. So we're going to factor out a 4x. 4x to the 9th power divided by 4x, or when we factor out a 4x, I'm just left with x, but 1 less, so I have x to the 8th power. And I factored out the x part of 12x. 12 divided by 4, I'm left with a 3. Number 4, negative 36x cubed minus 12x minus 28. Those coefficients, negative 36 and negative 12, and that constant, negative 28, those are all divisible by 1, by 2, and by 4. And 4 is the largest. So if I factor out a 4, actually I'm going to factor out a negative 4 since they're all negative. It'll look nicer if it's all positive inside, but that's personal preference. You could just pull out a positive 4. Negative 36 divided by negative 4 is a positive 9x cubed. Negative 12 divided by negative 4 is a positive 3x. And negative 28 divided by negative 4 is a positive 7. Number 5, negative 12 and negative 3 are both divisible by negative 3. So I'll factor that out, or pull that out. Negative 12 divided by negative 3 is a positive 4x. Negative 3 divided by negative 3 is a positive 1. We have to be careful not to write nothing there, or write 0, since negative 3 divided by negative 3 is equal to 1. Number 6 has a number in common, but also a variable, also an x. So 12, negative 15, and 6, those are all divisible by 1 and 3, so I'm going to factor out a 3. And they all have an x in common, so I'll pull out a 3x. 12 divided by 3 is 4. 1 less x than x cubed is x squared, or x to the 2nd power. Negative 15 divided by 3 is negative 5, with an x left over. And plus 6 divided by 3 is 2. Number 7, we have numbers in common and also x's. 12 and 16 are both divisible by 4. And they both have x to the 3rd in common. 12x to the 5th has a little more. 12 divided by 4 is 3. X to the 5th is 2 more x's, so I've got x squared. 16 divided by 4 is 4. And I already factored out all of those x's, x cubed, or x to the 3rd power. Number 8, 4, 8, and 10. 10 does not have an x, so we're not going to factor out any letters here, any variables. 4, 8, and 10 are all divisible by 2, so I'll factor a 2 out. 4 divided by 2 is 2. 8 divided by 2 is 4. And 10 divided by 2 is 5. And these last two here, 2x minus 4. 2 and 4 are both divisible by 2, so I'll factor 2 out, and I'm left with 1x minus 2. And the last one, 3x squared plus 9x plus 27. They don't all have an x, only the first two, so we're not going to pull out or factor out any variables, any letters. And 3, 9, and 27 are all divisible by 3, so I'm going to factor a 3 out, and I'm left with x squared plus 3x plus 9. Comment below if you want to see any other examples.